Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a little different than what I normally film. I just need a break from these skincare videos, so I decided to do a makeup video today, and I want to recreate a super cute IG filter that I'm obsessed with. I'm actually obsessed with two of them, and I want to recreate the look because I feel like the look is kind of similar. I just love how it snatches the face without having to put makeup on, and it's just so fucking cute. So I want to recreate this look as a makeup look because who wouldn't want this as their actual face? I feel like they're very minimal makeup. There's not doing too much. It's just like a snatch in the eyes, a contour in the nose, and a bigger lip. I'm gonna try to recreate this and hopefully it turns out good. If it does, then I'm probably gonna do this look all the time because I'm that obsessed with it. If you guys are excited for this video, make sure you guys subscribe and like this video for more. So I feel like these filtered looks always have like a matte finish to them. So I'm just gonna try to do a matte look today. Since we're doing matte, I always have to moisturize my skin because I just don't like the feeling of matte makeup straight away on my skin. So I'm gonna do a water cream. Water cream is so good because it really absorbs into the skin. So I'm just gonna add this really quick, especially under the eyes because we don't want to crease there, and smile lines. It's a little tip, make sure your moisturizer is fully in your skin and absorbed before you move on to the next step. Otherwise, you're gonna have separation and it's not gonna be cute. These filters actually have like a really lifting effect. And to do that, I like to put on concealer first, just so that we have some type of control on the blending, because I don't like when it looks like too light on top of your foundation. So that's why I like to put concealer underneath the foundation. So I love using the Born This Way one because it's hydrating. The multi-use sculpting concealer in warm beige. So I'm just gonna make a little triangle in the inner corner. Follow the edge of my eye outwards. So this is gonna give the lifting effect. I like to put enough products so that there's a lot of coverage in these areas. And then when we blend, we will blend those together. I like to take this around the mouth just to conceal the outer corners. The middle of your mouth is gonna look a little bit more pouty. So I like doing that as a little trick when I do my normal makeup routine. So I got you. While that's drying down, I'm just going to pluck my eyebrows just a little bit because we have a situation going on. I just want the soft brow look. So I'm just gonna brush up my brows and try to brush them outwards so they come out a little straight. So when you do straight brows, it's going to make your eyes look way more lifted and that like cat eye effect. Try to get rid of your arch as much as you can. So basically I'm filling in my arch so that my eyebrow can come out a little bit more straight, and you kind of want more lid space. You can put a little color right there, and it's gonna make your eyebrows look very snatched but also very natural. I feel like it really helps too to just pull it out a little bit so you can kind of follow your straight brow a little bit better. I'm also gonna take the same concealer and just go under my brows just a little bit to carve them out and clean it up a little bit. All right, we look crazy right now, but we gonna fix it, we gonna fix it. So I like to use these sponges. These are like powder sponges. It really leaves all the coverage. It also blends like a beauty blender. So, and you don't have to wet it. I just like to fold it up. I wanna just build up the coverage in the middle of the eye. And then since it dried down a lot, it's not gonna move, and it's really gonna give you that lifted look. And then I like to drag it down just a little bit around the nose area. I don't know if you guys can tell already, but my lips look more pouty just because I concealed the corners. So I love this hack, you guys. I'll just take the edge of it and do the same thing but under the eyebrow. Just like that. We look and lift it already, honestly. So now we're gonna go on to foundation. I'm gonna use this. I think this is my color. I have two colors here. We're just gonna see really quick. This is the Il Makiage Woke Up Like This foundation in 130. Yeah, I'm still 130. I'm just gonna use a little tiny bit of this. I'm just gonna put it over my dark spots that I had. Same thing, we're gonna let it sit for a little bit and then blend it out. It really lets your skin show through the makeup without you risking how much coverage you have, you know what I mean? You guys know I like to use this Sephora brush, the 70 brush. It's amazing at blending out foundation. Well, I like it because it really leaves the coverage. It makes it look so airbrushed. I'll probably link it down below for you guys too, in case if you guys want to try it out, because it's also very affordable. So now I'm just gonna blend this into the concealer. The filter actually looks like very natural looking. You can't really see the highlight. I think it's important too to have, you know, a more matte foundation just because it really looks so much better in photos. I don't know if you see what it's giving, but it's giving coverage, it's giving healthy. I really love how this looks. So now I'm gonna take it a step further and really make it look super soft, just like the filter. And to do that, I love using this powder. So this is the Fit Me powder by Maybelline. I've been using this forever. I'm just gonna take the same sponge, and I like these because they're cheap, so you can throw them away right after you're done. But I start off with the under eye, and you wanna focus this mainly in the middle of your face, especially when you're taking pictures. That's like the best place to place any type of powder is the middle of your face. We're just gonna press it until it's all the way blended in the skin, and you guys can kind of see like how soft my skin looks. I'm not gonna put this all over the skin because it does have like a pink tint to it, just to like brighten without doing too much, but at the same time, I'm gonna add bronzer and stuff, so it's gonna even out. So I'm just gonna finish up the eyes, and these looks honestly doesn't really have a really defined eye at all. I just think since the lifted look kind of snatches the eye a little bit more, I'm going to add some bronzer which matches like the tones of the filter. My favorite bronzer of all time is the Milani Baked bronzer by Milani. And I'm gonna take a Morphe blending brush. This is in M330. And I'm just gonna swirl it in the bronzer and really just blend it all over the lid. Only because that's the look it gives in the filter. So I'm just gonna go all over the eye, all the way up to the eyebrow. And I love just how natural this looks, especially on my skin tone. On camera it shows up a little dark, but it's actually really light in person. So same thing on the other side. I'm just going to take like this brown color. This is a Revolution palette that's super old, but I'm just gonna take this like mocha color. It's kind of like a contour color almost. And I'm just gonna work it on the outer corner. So for this, I'm gonna pull my eye just so that I can see where to place it, and then kind of place it towards the outer edge and then blend it inwards. So basically for this, I'm doing like a downwards diagonal blending motion and then kind of like dusting a little bit on the lid. See, we look way more lifted now. It looks pretty natural still, I feel like. So now I'm gonna go in and contour. So you guys, I'm not really good at the nose contour, I'll be honest. Figured out some tricks to make it a little bit easier for me, and I hope it'll help you guys as well. So what I like to do is I like to take a cream just because it's a way easier to keep control of the product. And I'll just put a dot on the back of my hand. I don't want to use too much of this because a little bit goes a long way. But the main thing is you really want a, where is it? The main thing is you want a really dense brush, but it really helps when the tip is super thin. So I have a flat brush here, but as you guys can see, it's like rounded enough so that you can actually get into this part, the bridge of your nose, and then it's also very thin. So I like just to place it right on the tip here and then kind of like wiggle it back and forth so you kind of can see the line there. Try to make it as straight as possible, but you're just going to follow that all the way up. Same thing on the other side. But we're just placing the product right now. We're not really like blending it. And then we're just going to let it blend into the eyebrow area. Push it up into the brow area a lot so that you can see how even it is on each side. The last thing you want to do is contour your nose for it to look crooked. So now we have all of our lines there, and now I'm just gonna make a little button. So we're just gonna do it across. And then we're gonna take a more natural looking contour color. So I like using the Hoola bronzer because it doesn't add too much product and it's kind of like a cooler tone brown, so you're not gonna have like this super harsh red contour. So for this, I like to use an even smaller brush. So this is kind of dense. It's more of like an eyeshadow brush, but I like to use this to blend the contour on top of the cream so that we're not moving the product around too much. I feel like small brushes like this are really easy to work with too, without getting the product like all over your face. So as you guys can see, that's what we're working with right now. It looks like a lot, but we're gonna blend it out. So now we're gonna blend it with the kind of like the same size blending brush, but a clean one. And we're just going to soften the edges. And this is just an Anastasia eyeshadow brush, you guys. It's like dual-ended. I love it so much. I've had it for years. So this is like how I can blend it without getting super messy. I'm just going to use like a little bit of a lighter foundation. I like using a foundation, like a lighter foundation, to highlight in the middle because it looks more like your skin. Instead of it being a concealer, it can look really cakey really fast. I just like how it sits, so. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and contour the rest of the face, an angled brush to contour, and then bronzer will be like something a little bit more fluffier. Going to take the same cream contour. This sponge is like amazing. I use it for everything. So I'm just gonna place it a little bit higher, and then I'll just blend it out like this. I'm dragging it down all the way towards my cheek and then upwards towards my brow. It's gonna give me that lifted effect so you guys can really see. I like placing it first so that when you blend it, it doesn't look like it's muddy all over your skin. It also doesn't take off the foundation that you put on underneath because you're blending so much. To contour around the forehead just to make it look a little smaller. I like to blend some bronzer underneath the eye area too, because it has a more of a blushed effect in the middle, and then it kind of like diffuses out upwards. So I really like to put it right next to the nose. We also want to take the same brush we contoured with our nose and take a little bit of this Hoola bronzer, and I'm just gonna put some on my lips to make my lips look a little bit bigger. I'm just gonna dust this on the Cupid's bow. That's okay if it's on your skin a little bit because it's just gonna look like a shadow. And then we're gonna do the bottom just in the middle because you don't want everything to look pouty. You just want the middle of your lips to look a little bit bigger. So now for blush, I have this Lovejoy Mineralized Blush by MAC. And I like it because it's very bronzy. It's not really pink at all. But when it shows up on the skin, it's very, very pigmented, so it can be a little too much sometimes. And I'm just going to lightly dab it and then dab it off on my skin. And then place it right under the eye, right next to the nose area. Because we want that flushed look. And we kind of want it look really blown out. It looks so pretty, oh my God. So pretty. I also found out that putting your blush above your eyebrow really it does something to the skin, you guys. I just don't know what it does, but it's so freaking pretty. So I like to add some right above the eyebrow, and it makes you like glow all over. So, okay, enough with that. And I'm just going to line my lips. I'm kind of gonna overline the top a little bit. And then kind of blend it in to your lip a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see like how lifted my lips look already. And then when I bring it down, I'm kind of going to taper it in a little bit so that the rest looks really pouty. And for the bottom lip, I'm going to line the outer, but leave the inner kind of open. So it's also like a contour. And I'm going to add just a gloss on top because I kind of want the middle to stay open, but I want it to look natural. e.l.f. Lip Lacquer in Moody. I like this because it's nude. I'm just going to use this to blend the brown in. For a little pop, I'm just going to put this chapstick that I love to use. It's the Rose Petal chapstick. I don't know. I love this though, so I'm only gonna put this in the middle because it looks like my natural lip. Also in the filter, there's not really like an under eye color or anything like that, but if you do need that extra lift, I feel like it's good to put a little bit of color just on the outer corner. So just keep all your product on the outside of your eye. Now I'm just gonna add some clear brow gel, and this is by e.l.f. as well. And I'm just gonna make sure my brows stay straight. So I'm just gonna brush this lightly into the brows. Just like that. Alright guys, so this is the final look. I actually put on some earrings just to pull the look together a little bit. But I love how this came out. My skin looks amazing. It's literally so glowy, and I didn't have to add any highlighter on at all. I just love how put together I look and how lifted my eyes look. I feel like this is perfect for date night, or even just like a simple makeup look to go to work or anything like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, or if you want more videos like this one, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below how you guys like this look. I just really want to know what you guys think, if I pulled it off, if it just looks like my basic makeup look. Let me know down below in the comments. Also, be sure to subscribe if you're new here. You will love it here, I promise. And we're on our way to 10K. So join the family, hit the bell so you don't miss the next upload, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.